Coming up next on Sporting Dog Adventures, it's the opener of the Wisconsin duck season, and we're bringing it to you from the marshes of Soggy Acres Signature Lodge. When the duck hunting cools off, we're going to hit the field on some great upland action with the dogs of Soggy Acres Retrievers. Stay tuned for some high-flying Signature Lodge action coming up next on Sporting Dog Adventures.
Hey, pretty mama, go and grab the scattered gun. Ramos looking like he's got one more good run. Sips a little shaky, but his heart is still true. Oh, how that dog loves hunting with me and you. Sporting Dog Adventures, run, boy, run. Everything you need is here under the sun. Everything you need is here under the sun.
Nothing beats opening day for any season. Deer, duck, baseball, you name it. This year, I was filled with anticipation. We had a number of groups coming in for waterfowl and upland combo hunts at Soggy Acres Signature Lodge, as well as a newly renovated lodge. The first day of the hunt was all about friends and family. I took out 2 of my sons and a couple of buddies as we hit the field to see if we could learn anything about this new property. Here at Soggy Acres Signature Lodge, it's opening day, and of course we had a lot of birds working 10 minutes before shooting. We've got 2 down so far. Really kind of cool. We've got a blind set up here. We've got multiple blinds on the property. Here. Hope you guys enjoy this season. Heading up to the season, we prepared the blinds, the lodge, and did some scouting. We saw good numbers of ducks and geese from summer into the fall. It looked by all appearance that we were headed for a solid year. Hold on. Shoot him. Good job, guys. Here. We started out with mallards this morning. Now we had a group of wood ducks come in, and we just had a group of 2 teal land. So kind of neat. We're getting a mixed bag. It is neat having a marsh and getting to see all the different action. Once the fog lifted, the birds became more wary. It was time to change things up in the decoy spread. We've got a J with our opening kind of right out in front of us. It's a river, so we put our stuff out heavy on the upriver side because the birds like to follow the river, trying to basically stop them. The last group of 2 wood ducks that came in, we got both of them. It's a lot of fun. Kill them. Our opening hunt for 2017 was in the books. Now it was time to bring in our groups and have them hit the field with us. Coming up on Sporting Dog Adventures, our group from Hevi Shot arrives at Soggy Acres Signature Lodge. We share the lodge, waterfowl blinds, as well as hit the upland fields chasing pheasants. Stay tuned for some great wing shooting action, as well as a dog training tip on how to work with your dog from an elevated blind. All this and more coming up on Sporting Dog Adventures. Sporting Dog Adventures is brought to you by Hevi Shot, Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks and Tourism, Waterfowl Wading Systems, Big Dog Mowers, Mech Shooting Sports, The Real Decoy and Fold'em Gear, My Lime Test, Liberty Safe, Boucher Automotive, Conquest Sense, Ahern Mechanical and Fire Protection Contractor, Hadel's Game Calls, American Landmaster, Bradley Smoker, Camel Systems, Argo, and Four Rivers Layout Boats.
So take me along, take me for the ride, 'cause when we're together I'm alive inside, and by all the things you do, your love always shines through. Yeah, all I ever want is you.
Whether you're looking for a champion for the couch or the field, everyone deserves a Soggy dog. For over 60 years, Mech Shooting Sports has been designing, building, and servicing the best shot shell reloaders in the world. Every machine is made with the quality and reliability you expect from Mech products, including the new clay target line. The Mech clay target machines deliver unrivaled precision and consistency, all at a price you can afford. From the reloading bench to the field, Mech Shooting Sports is the brand you trust. Visit mechshootingsports.com. We wake early, set our decoys, then sit in single-digit temperatures all day. It's why Waterfowl Wading Systems is my wader of choice. The system is designed to keep you warm in the coldest of weather while also allowing for comfort and free movement. Other great features include the ammo holder, lined hand warmer, and boots with cinch-down buckles. Add in top-notch customer service, and it's clear why Waterfowl Wading Systems stands alone in the wader market. QuietCat Electric Bikes. Sign up for the sweepstakes giveaway at quietcat.com. This segment of Sporting Dog Adventures is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Welcome to this week's training tip. This week I'm with Brad Arrington of Mossy Pond Retrievers. Brad is going to talk to us about training a dog and running a dog out of an elevated stand.
You know, I think it's key to have our retrievers where they can see these birds when they're working. You want to make sure that the dog can see the bird where he can go out there and recover the game for us. So elevated stand like this, that we can put the dog outside of the duck blind in the cover. The dog can see the birds, mark the birds very well, but he is concealed. We got Ruger here. We're going to practice a few times right here. We got to teach this dog in the yard setting, getting very comfortable in and out of it. Then we'll take it out in the water and show you how to use it out there. Here. The point of in the yard is getting him very comfortable in and out. He might go under it, might go around it. We got to get him where it's just natural to him, and we can send him from a distance. So we got to get him perfect at it in the yard first. So we're just going to do some basic stuff with him here. Ruger. All right, all right. The last thing we want is when we get out there in the hunting environment and at our duck blind, that be the first time that dog sees that environment. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go out, buy our duck blind, put our waders on. We're just gonna practice like we play, get him used to that environment. We got Ruger out here. We've got our stand that we've been working on in the yard. He's very comfortable, and we're gonna just progressively get further and further. We're gonna do some basic retrieves here and just teach him how to go in and out of the stand. Practice like you play. Ruger. Good, here, right here, here. We're going to get a little further away each time, progressively further, where I can get in the duck blind just like we'll be hunting. Ruger. If you do this, the dog can see the birds. He'll mark those birds down, be that conservation tool that we need for that crippled. It won't get away if he's over here in this blind where he can watch it down and he can mark that bird. Kennel. That's this week's training tip. Now back to the hunt.
After a morning hunt, there's still work to be done. Get a last-minute fix, We actually forgot to finish this blind off, worked on other ones, and we just got to put some Camo Systems netting around it so that we've got the side covered as well as the back and a little bit of the top. We got a few things taken care of out in the field, and then we scouted, and scouted some more prior to the guests arriving. It's midday, and we figured we'd come out and check one of the ponds, and just wanted to see if it had anything in it. Probably about 20 birds that I can see. Opening day was today. Birds got shot at. These birds here are nice and relaxed. They're in there feeding. We basically rest in different parts of our property so that the birds have a chance just to get in here and get comfortable. Then if they get pressure from people hunting other lands, people hunting public property, they have their rest areas here on our property where we can then go in at different times and hunt them. When our group from Hevi Shot arrived, I spoke to Michael Naris, who's the head of marketing for the company. Michael and I decided where we're going to sit, picking blinds at opposite ends of the property. We also broke our group of 8 into 2 groups of 4 so that we didn't have too many at one blind. We decided to put Pickett with Michael's group, and my group had Rommel in the field. We had unseasonably warm weather, and the birds moved early and often before shooting hours. With the extreme heat we were experiencing during October, we only had a 30 to 60 minute window after shooting opened until the birds would sit down on a pond and stay there for the day. Let's take a break from the action and learn another puppy fact brought to you by Soggy Acres Retrievers.
Just like with human multiple births, larger litters result in smaller birth weight pups. The good news for pups born into large litters is that with adequate nutrition, they all catch up, and eventually they'll be about the same size as their mother or father.
They're going right down by Jeff. They're going to hammer him.
As the hunt went on, we bounced birds back and forth between the 2 blinds. My group had a little bit more action and a little bit more luck. Michael Naris at one point broke out his signature duck call to no avail.
Here, ducky, 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 ducky. Here, ducky, 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 ducky.
Overall, the hot weather was not helping us at all. We had opportunities, and we missed on a few occasions. With that said, there were birds in the area, and we needed to continue to put in the time.
A little bit of a slow morning. We had a few that we probably should have had, but it's first day. Got to get warmed up. So we're going to get the guys ready for an upland hunt. Might try to take them out and do a little skeet shooting. Overall, great group of guys.
Coming up on Sporting Dog Adventures, we're off to hit the upland fields with our group from Hevi Shot. We'll also bring you a great recipe from What's Cooking with Kate. All this and more coming up on Sporting Dog Adventures.
If you're looking for a puppy,
Training or want to use one of our stud dogs,
contact us at soggyacres.com.
B&W trailer hitches, adjustable, multiple ball sizes, completely stows away, and is 100% American made because the best adventures begin with towing. Soggy Acres Signature Lodge is open for business. Our lodge is located in central Wisconsin with several hundred acres of prime habitat. Book a waterfowl and upland hunt with Jeff Fuller and the dogs of Soggy Acres Retrievers. Hunts at the lodge will be filmed, and our guests will be part of the TV show Sporting Dog Adventures. If you're looking for a relaxing and unique opportunity, book a hunt with us today. The dogs and I would love to share the field with you. For over 60 years, Mech Shooting Sports has been designing, building, and servicing the best shot shell reloaders in the world. Every machine is made with the quality and reliability you expect from Mech products, including the new clay target line. The Mech clay target machines deliver unrivaled precision and consistency, all at a price you can afford. From the reloading bench to the field, Mech Shooting Sports is the brand you trust. Visit mechshootingsports.com. Here at Soggy Acres, we're long on work, but short on time. When it comes to my lawn, I want to spend more time enjoying it and less time mowing it. That's why I turn to Big Dog. From its handcrafted seat down to its fabricated deck, my Big Dog is quality built right here in the USA. And with an industry-leading warranty and simple maintenance, this dog was bred to work. Make Big Dog part of your family. Big Dog Mower Company. Always loyal, always ready. The bounty of the harvest is one reason we hunt.
High Mountain Seasonings offers everything we need to make the most out of our meat, wild or domestic.
To find High Mountain Seasonings in your area,
Go to himtnjerky.com.
This segment of Sporting Dog Adventures is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Welcome to What's Cooking with Kate. Kate, what are we making today?
Venison meatballs.
Nice. This is going to be a fantastic, fantastic recipe.
It's about as fresh of a recipe as you can get, about as fresh of the ingredients as you can imagine. You have, the venison straight from the forest. You can actually forage for your own mushrooms. You can grow your own herbs. It's going to be a really terrific meal.
All right, so what do we do?
First thing, we have the venison here in our bowl.
We have 1 pound.
1 pound. So you can just take a fork and kind of break it up. Next, we are going to add mushrooms. And like I said, you can forage for your own. You can buy them from the grocery store, but the best way to do it is to have a variety of them because it really makes the flavor amazing.
Now what do we do?
We're going to do our onion. You can use either a white or yellow, just not purple, not green onions.
Okay, now what do we put in?
Fresh parsley, and we've also diced this. Now we're going to move over to some other seasonings and other things like that. Some of our wonderful W sauce that I like to put in absolutely everything. I'm going to put a dash of garlic powder. Put some black pepper. And then our Italian seasoning. We're going to use quite a bit of this. Now we're going to put just a bit of salt. And the same probably for the breadcrumbs here. We have the Italian breadcrumbs that we're going to add more as a binder than anything else. If you have a very wet meat mixture at this point, throw some more in there. It helps absorb the moisture. Like I said, it's a binding agent pretty much.
So are we putting these into the pan now?
They're going to be fried, yeah, absolutely. They're going to be fried in quite a lot of olive oil. I actually add as I cook because you'll find that the meatballs actually are, obviously absorbing some of it as you're going. You're going to start making your meatballs. We're going to use about maybe a tablespoon of meat with each meatball. Okay. This ensures that they're going to cook all the way through fast enough that they don't get dry. And basically it's you're almost working in shifts. We're going to cook these, we're going to wait till they get a little brown, then we'll take them out, pop them into a bowl, move some more into the pan, and just keep going until all of our meat mixture is all done. So it's a little bit of a process. So at this point, we would start working and rolling the rest of the meat here. We would need fresh olive oil, and we just start the process all over again.
Sorry, we're not going to cook the next batch. We're actually going to wrap it up now because I'm hungry. That's this week's What's Cooking with Kate.
And now, back to the hunt.
Our upland fields are located approximately 4 miles from the lodge. Now, you're going to hunt varied cover from sorghum to corn to grass. You'll need comfortable shoes, and you're also going to need a bird bag to carry your quarry once you have them down.
Good job. Nice shot.
Our guests had the opportunity to hunt over multiple breeds in a variety of cover. The heat and wind made things tough. We even had times where groups shared birds and they would miss in one field and be taken in the other. The good news was these guys had plenty of ammo.
Today we're using heavy metal pheasant. It's our upland load for pheasant hunting, and it's all non-toxic and public walk-in area approved. And it's our layered technology where you have steel shot and then heavy shot on top of it. And in this pheasant load, it's shot number 5, so you get number 5 steel with number 5 heavy shot, killing birds out to 40, 50 yards. Check us out at heavyshot.com for our heavy metal pheasant loads.
The warm weather continued. It was 81 degrees. It's not safe to have dogs out for a long period of time, so the dogs were constantly rotated. 15 to 30 minutes was max, and hydration was key. You have to watch the dogs during this type of weather, and we also didn't put any older dogs out. After a long day in the field, our guests come back to a comfortable setting where they can hang out in their small groups. They can interact, and they can also enjoy some great cuisine. Coming up on Sporting Dog Adventures, we head back out to the duck blind with our group from Hevi Shot. Find out if a few more birds will come in and if we can put them on the water. All this and more coming up next on Sporting Dog Adventures. I've been training dogs since 1998. I love what I do, and I love sharing the incredible results with my clients. Soggy Acres has 23 dog-friendly acres, including 3 ponds, varying cover, plus kennels with both heat and air. Our property and proven training methods prepare the dog and handler as they head for the field. We also offer stud service for your own litters with the dogs you see right here on Sporting Dog Adventures TV. Raise your expectations. Contact Soggy Acres Retrievers. For over 60 years, Mech Shooting Sports has been designing, building, and servicing the best shot shell reloaders in the world. Every machine is made with the quality and reliability you expect from Mech products, including the new clay target line. The Mech clay target machines deliver unrivaled precision and consistency, all at a price you can afford. From the reloading bench to the field, Mech Shooting Sports is the brand you trust. Visit mechshootingsports.com. When Rommel was approached to accept the role of spokes dog for big dog mowers, he knew it was imperative to do his research. Rommel went straight to the source and personally toured the plant in Kansas. He met the people on the assembly line. He saw the importance of the American quality and pride put into these mowers. Rommel is proud to announce Big Dog as the mower for your family or commercial needs. This message is approved by Rommel, a canine smarter than your average political candidate. Antler King Seeds and Attraction, growing bigger bucks and healthier deer for over 30 years. This segment of Sporting Dog Adventures is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Welcome to the world of stand-on mowers. Big Dog has come out with the Big Dog Trooper, and we have added this dog to our pack. This is a great mower when you have limited space. We're up here at Soggy Acres Signature Lodge, and our garage is full of stuff. I don't have room for a traditional zero-turn lawnmower. So we have the Trooper up here, and it takes very little space. It comes in deck sizes from 36 inches all the way up to 60 inches. Same Kawasaki motor, same rugged build, just in a smaller size. If you have to get something out of the way, all you do is put the parking brake on and step off and walk over and grab it. And for someone that has a bad back, this doesn't have me seated for multiple hours at a time. It's got a shock absorbing pad that you stand on, and it's comfortable. The Big Dog Trooper, it packs all the same performance into a smaller package. For more information, check out BigDogMowerCo.com.
Here we go, boys. Get ready. Get ready. Kill him. Got him. Did we get any of them? We got one.
It was another morning in the blind, and the temperatures were still about 20 degrees above normal. Warm weather and a lack of hunters to get the birds up and keep them moving really affected things after opening day. Our ponds had birds on them. They would move initially in the morning, but once shooting time came, they would sit down and basically sit still for the entire day. It was like they vanished in the marsh. Even though hunting was slow, it never stopped Michael Naris from entertaining his blind.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. They were fast as lightning. ticka, 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 ticka. I'll be there for you when rain starts to fall.
Woody, Woody, Woody Louie. Woody, he can't die.
Shoot him. Did he come down?
The dogs got some work. The hunters had a few opportunities to sling some of that heavy shot at the birds, and overall, it was a nice morning.
It got heavy X'd. It got X'd. X'd out. Done.
We had a slow morning. We got 2 geese. Got to go recover them now. And unseasonably warm temperatures. We haven't gotten new birds in. The birds that are here were pressured this weekend, just with all the shooting. So we're hoping that we're getting a weather change tonight and some rain. Hopefully that'll kind of change up the birds, but it's hunting.
Our heavy shot group had a great time chasing ducks and pheasants on their stay. Stay tuned for later in the season as we bring you more action from Soggy Acres Signature Lodge. Next week on Sporting Dog Adventures, we head off to Kansas for some great upland action. Pheasants filled with sky when we visit Flint Oak in the central part of the state. Stay tuned for our upcoming high-flying adventures next week on Sporting Dog Adventures.
Drop.
Remember to check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. This year, our social media contest is only on YouTube. You have to be a subscriber to win. If you're a subscriber, you can get some great prizes from our sponsors. Closed captioning is brought to you by Hadel's Game Calls.
Look up here, look up here, look up here. Over here, over here, over here. Hey guys!